What? Not a rebel? Oh my god. Not a rebel. Wow. We're getting an Unmasked Kylo Ren. We're also getting a First Order, Special Forces, and we're getting a ship for each one. So 2 characters and 2 ships coming into the game. I like his leadership ability. Very interesting. Reminds me of Wedge quite a bit. Now, before I get into that, I need your help because I spent most of last week up in San Francisco at EA headquarters recording Battlefront 2 footage, and I will be able to release that soon, but I have 13 hours of footage and I can only make a 10-minute video, so I need your help on what you want to see from that game. Put it down in the comment section, leave a like while you're there, and then also in the description there's a link to download this game, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you don't have it already downloaded already, or if you have a friend that wants to play the game, give them the link because I get credit for it and it helps support this channel. Again, thank you guys so much. Let's get into Kylo Ren Unmasked. He is a tough First Order tank with a powerful stun. His basic attack is Aggressive Strike. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to say he taunts, and he starts off with taunt like Sword Trooper does, which is very cool. And his basic and his first special also give him some taunt, so I like this a lot. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict tenacity down for 2 turns. If the target was already debuffed and it is Kylo's turn, he gains taunt for 1 turn. So if he's assist and he does his basic, he doesn't get taunt. The only time he's going to get taunt when he uses basic if it's on his turn. Now, his first special, Halt, also gives him taunt. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and stun them for 2 turns. Kylo recovers 10% health and gains taunt for 1 turn. This attack can't be evaded or resisted. Very cool because he has counterattack. He has an amazing leadership ability. He looks really good. Looks very promising. Special 2 Focused Rage. Deal physical damage to target enemy and recover health equal to the damage dealt. If the target is stunned, deal double damage. Now, I think the other Kylo Ren is actually a little bit better than this, but I think them together is going to be amazing. Take a look at this leadership ability. It reminds me so much of Wedge. First Order allies have 40% critical damage. Wow. 30 speed. When a First Order ally scores a critical hit, they gain 20% turn meter. When a First Order ally gains a status effect, they recover 5% health and 5% protection. Now, why that is so cool is because 20% turn meter on a critical hit on AoE, it's very possible that 3, 4, or 5 of them will get critical hits and they're instantly going to get 60% turn meter. So Phasma, the other Kylo Ren, and this new Special Forces character all have AoE attacks, so they're going to be getting tons of turn meter. Now, that's interesting right now because Commander Luke Skywalker is kind of like the meta. Counterattacks kind of ruin that. So we're going to have to see if this does more damage than the counterattacks. I don't know. We will have to see. But right now, Commander Luke Skywalker is pretty much anti-AoE. His unique Scarred, when Kylo takes damage, he recovers 8% health, and a random First Order ally who doesn't have it gains advantage for 2 turns. So when it gets advantage, they're also going to get 5% health and 5% protection from the leadership ability on the Unmasked Kylo Ren. Kylo has 50% counter chance, doubled while he has taunt. So when he has taunt, he has 100% counter chance, which is very cool. Kylo takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and gains taunt for 1 turn at the start of each encounter. So he has that taunt like Short Trooper does at the very beginning. And then if he does counterattack, he's going to be doing his basic attack, which again, deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict tenacity down for 2 turns. I think that's going to work out very well. Let's go to the First Order Special Forces. Seems like they're going to pair very well together. Subversive First Order attacker who buffs allies and disrupt enemies. His basic attack is deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict defense down for 2 turns. Then, if the target has defense down, gain advantage for 2 turns. So that advantage will give him 5% health and protection from Kylo Ren's Unmasked leadership ability. Drumfire, which is AoE, and if these crit, and you can see here in the picture how many of them are doing AoE, and you can see the damage there, my goodness. Deal special damage to all enemies and inflict defense down for 2 turns on each critically hit enemy. first order allies gain speed up for 2 turns. So they're all going to get 5% health and 5% protection right there when that happens. Very cool. Oppressive Burst. Deal special damage to target enemy and call target other ally to assist. If the target ally is first order, they gain advantage for 2 turns and stun the target enemy for 1 turn. I see tons of opportunities. I could see the other Kylo Ren being used and Phasma and maybe the first order stormtrooper as another tank. We will see. I'm going to get these in my test account in the next couple of days, and I will be able to test them out and showcase them in the arena, and then I will know if they're good or not. But right now, we're just looking at the kits. Let's go to the ships. The TIE Silencer ship looks pretty amazing. This is Kylo Ren's Unmasked ship, and it has potential to get unlimited speed and deal massive damage. His basic attack is called Disruptive Advance. Deal physical damage to target enemy and stun them for 1 turn if they had more than 50% turn meter. Otherwise, gain advantage for 2 turns. Then his Overwhelming Advantage. Deal physical damage to target enemy if TIE Silencer has advantage, which he would have if that basic attack, if they had less than 50% health. I just think having a stun on your basic is just amazing. I mean, I just got to go and reread that again. Deal physical damage to target enemy and stun them for 1 turn if they have more than 50% turn meter. His basic attack stuns. I just have to read that again. Okay. If he has advantage, this attack deals 75% more damage. If this attack defeats an enemy, gain 20% turn meter and foresight for 2 turns. So, you actually might want to use the basic on the first turn, and then on the second turn, you could use this, because it sounds like it's going to make a lot of sense if you have advantage, and if they have low health, if you can finish them off, that's going to be amazing. Really cool. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. Unique Frenzied Rage. Each time TIE Silencer is damaged, or damage the target locked enemy, gains 10% speed and 10% offense, stacking until the end of the counter. So he can just ramp up and get faster and faster and stronger. Seems pretty cool. Now, ships for me is a little bit lackluster right now. We'll see how he's unlocked and how this ship is unlocked in the next couple of days. But the ship looks pretty good, but I don't know how rare it's going to be. And also, you're going to have to level up Unmasked Kylo Ren to use him, so for the ship to be effective in the arena. Let's go to the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. Superior First Order attacker that has multiple offensive capabilities and inflict multiple debuffs. His basic is laser cannons. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If this attack scores a critical hit, inflict target lock for 2 turns. This attack has 10% critical chance. His special one, double of offense. Deal physical damage to all enemies with a 35% chance to remove 20% turn meter. Target lock. Turn meter is doubled and can't be resisted. You're going to want to use this on turn 1. Look at that AoE, and there's going to be turn meter removal on some of the ships. I like that a lot. Special 2 crew ability, Concussion missiles. Deal special damage to target enemy, inflict ability block for 1 turn, and gain 20% turn meter. Additionally, call a random ally to assist. If that ally is first order, it grant them advantage for 2 turns. And this attack ignores protection. Take a look at that right there. Woo! Very cool. Boy, a ton of cool stuff on this. I think these guys are going to be very good. Like I said, I'll know in a couple of days when I have them in my test account. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see that video. As soon as I have them unlocked, I can put them into the arena and we will see. And the other thing too is I'm looking forward to all these new characters that are coming out in the next couple of weeks for the movie that is coming out in the middle of December. I imagine there's going to be a ton of heroes associated with the movie. Now this is just the first set right here for the First Order. I also wonder if there's going to be a First Order rework, or if they're going to rework Phasma or something like that, or maybe they have another Phasma. We will see. And if you like this video today, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting a free 8-star Carbonite Han put into your account within 24 hours. This is not a scam. Alright guys, all jokes aside, I really do appreciate all the support I've been getting lately. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.